Much on the video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Wednesday, late afternoon, early evening, depending on when it is that you actually see this. I hope the day's treated you well. You've looked after yourself. You've had a belter. If you've had the day off, you've earned it. If you've had a rubbish day at work, tomorrow's always another day. And if you've had a good day, keep that mojo. And if you're going to the gym, make sure you're working hard. As you know from my FIFA career mode that I released this morning, you all now know what I do for work, all right? So now you explain that. In this video, we're looking at the Eberechi Eze update and Spurs potentially accelerating past Manchester City in the race to sign him, as well as an update from a Feyenoord director and quotes on Bryan Gil. So plenty to get into, plenty to talk about. Just want to say, though, if you're new, give us a subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. And yeah, just give you a bit of an update of what I've released today. This morning, I started a new series on the channel. It's a FIFA career mode, so that is up today already. Quite a lot of fun. Quite a lot of you have already kind of said, Andy, do these few things. It will make it easier. Your players get better, blah, blah, blah. Always helps. I'm a bit of an amateur with these things. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I've also released a video around actual Spurs, don't worry, not career mode Spurs, surrounding loan roundups of the guys out on loan, Jed Spence potential swap deal. So go back and have a watch of that if you've missed that as well. But let's talk Eberechi Eze. That's why you're probably all sitting here going, foaming at the mouth. Eberechi Eze, Eberechi Eze. So it came from Steve K, who said that Tottenham accelerate Eze deal with crucial advantage over Man City, and it said that Tottenham are intensifying their pursuit of Crystal Palace winger Eberechi Eze. According to sources, family members of the 25-year-old had been invited as special guests of the club to the North London derby on Sunday against Arsenal. That's, if true, obviously, everything in this world you take with a pinch of salt. That, if true, is a massive sign that we're in for Eze, and it's in a massive sign that we're not only in for Eze, but we're really pushing to sign Eze. And the thing is, that this is the way it should be. You should kind of already have in place what you're wanting to do with the summer already. I mean, it's April 24th. We should have in place our plans. And I was worried for a little while because I hadn't actually seen anything on Eberechi Eze. I was thinking, oh God, it came out a little while ago. I've not heard anything. I've heard more about Goodmanson. I've heard more about, think players like Santiago Jimenez. Not to say they're not good players, by the way. I'm just saying this was the guy that I want. This is my number one player that I want this summer. And I was thinking, I've not heard anything, and that's a bit of a worry. So I'm glad this sort of came out. And it does sort of go on to talk about how we hold a crucial advantage over Man City. It said that he understands the player was born in Greenwich, London, and would prefer a move to Tottenham over a move to the Premier League champions because of family ties. They sort of said the fee would be around about £55 million. So look, I'm not going to go into the rest because apparently it's been released what our summer transfer budget is. I'm not going to pay attention to what that is because I don't think anyone truly knows. But let's take 55 million. Let's take it on face value and let's work with that number. Do it. Don't muck around. Get it done. Catch you later. Some of you Aussies will obviously know that. But definitely something we need to be doing. And the fact that, he does have interest in us, the fact that he is, a guy that wants to stay a little bit closer to home, these things obviously play a part. He also probably looks at that left wing position and thinks, well, look, I probably can't sit in that 10 role because obviously got Madders. But he's also looking at left wing role and goes, I can go cook out on the left wing and Maddison will get me the ball because he knows I'm going to have space, I'm going to have time, I'm going to be able to get assists because he's probably looking at our wingers at the moment and going, God, they don't get into really good positions. If I'm in that position, what would I do? What can I do? And he's probably looking at it going, I could easily rack up 10 plus assists a season, no issue. So look, he'd be a huge upgrade to our left wing position. We know that we're interested in a striker to give sort of Sonny more of a rest, maybe move Sonny more out to the left wing. The fact that Eze can give you left wing and cam, that always helps. It would then kind of go, look, Madders having a game off, Eze is going to be playing this game in the 10 role, but you have Berval obviously coming in this summer, so that always plays a part. And says Jamie Donnelly obviously potentially coming into the first team squad for next season, but he's also homegrown, and those things are very key points. So I'm just glad we've got a bit more of an update on this, because I do think he's leaving Palace in the summer, and I do think we're in there. I just hope that we are really going for this one, So yeah, a little bit of interesting update on Eze. I think it's going to be a very interesting summer at Crystal Palace. Obviously, new management. What's happening with Elise? What's happening with Eze? if they sell both, they're going to make a hell of a lot of money. And that you could reinvest into 6 or 7 players and you could kind of build out the team the way kind of West Ham did with Declan Rice money. You sell the big star, you make a load of money, you kind of can go, right, now we need about 5 or 6 players of that money. And I mean, they got Ward-Prowse, Edson Alvarez, I'm blanking on the rest. But you see what I mean? Even with depth, they didn't really have anything. They now have depth. So it can work. It really can. I mean, if you do it right, it works. If you don't do it right, e.g. Gareth Bale money from Spurs, it doesn't always work. So let me talk about the quotes from the final director. And this actually comes from the man himself. And it's so Peter O'Rourke put it out and he said the final director, Dennis Closer, has confirmed the club's interest in signing Tottenham winger Bryan Gil this summer. Now, I think we all can kind of expect Feyenoord to have an interest in Bryan Gil, but we have to take into account what is happening this window at the moment with Feyenoord. They are in for a crazy old window. Arne Slot, manager, obviously someone that we were interested in before we went and got Ange Postecoglou. He looks like he's going to be the number 1 target for Liverpool this summer. Now, if a manager's moving on, you bring a new manager in. He now needs time to see what he's got in those players, make decisions on, we'll keep him, nope, sell him, loan him out, blah, blah, blah. The new manager might look at Bryan Gil and go, he's decent, but I don't think we need him. I don't really want him. That could be a position. That could be a situation there. So it depends. We've got to be smart. We shouldn't hold out hope it's Feyenoord, but we know there's teams that are wanting Bryan Gil. It's not just Feyenoord. There are other teams. So I do expect Bryan to move on this summer. I think if we can cash in on Bryan and get some money out of that, 5 to 8 million, somewhere in that realm, we do it, we move, and we kind of just then go, look, it didn't work. These things happen. We're moving on. But we shall see. But anyway, guys, then the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like on the video. If you did, hit me in the comment section down there. Your thoughts and feelings about that Eberechi Eze news of his sort of special invitation to his family to come watch the North London Derby this Sunday, as well as Spurs sort of pushing ahead due to family ties. Also, your thoughts and feelings about the Feyenoord director kind of admitting interest in getting Bryan Gil this summer. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, end of the video, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.